Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Elemental Designs, and I'm just setting myself up. Today we're going to be working on yet another canvas, and I've got some pieces out, but I'm going to get my chat up so that I can see what you guys are commenting, and hopefully everything is copacetic. So just give me one quick second so that I can pull my little chat log up. So as you guys know, every week, every Saturday when I do these canvases, I will be doing a drawing for a winner. In order to win a canvas that I create, you must be a visible subscriber and you must be active during the chat. If you missed out on this one, then just make sure that you come in on the next one or any following one during the summer. I'll be doing these canvas giveaways. There will be other prizes at other times, but for now, I'm working on these canvases. Hello, Sasson. So yes, that is what we're doing. Can you hear me? Yes, okay, perfect. Because I have my thing on mute over here. Awesome sauce. Let's see. Let me put this on mute. So for those of you that are going to be catching this live stream at a later date, let me just go over some of the things that I've done while I let the people kind of join in. So pretty much I have this 6x6 canvas, and this is a canvas that I purchased at Dollar Tree. It's 8x10. And so far what I've done is I've done some stenciling on here. Now the reason that I do this off camera is because it takes a little bit of time for it to dry up, number one. Number two, in order for me to be able to use my heat tool, I can do it in this part of, my area where I craft. So I have to take it elsewhere in order to do it. So that's part of the reason why this is kind of like this. Don't mind that. That was my phone going off. Oops, and there goes my other phone falling. So yes, you guys. So I have this canvas ready to go. And what I've done is, let me just share with you guys. I purchased these things here. It's called Fairy Door. And I got this at Dollar Tree as well. I shared this, I think, in a previous haul. And what I did so far is that I've gone ahead and trimmed this out from in here. So I removed the door, because the door is the only thing that I'm really interested in using today. Check the setting on your, sometimes it does that. Yeah, you can put it at 720, that should be fine. No problem. So pretty much this is the remaining piece of this. And I saved the other one for something else, but I'm going to be using this probably in another type of project, so I won't be throwing this away. But I just wanted to share with you guys more or less how I got the little wooden door. And so I've pulled out some laces, some trims. Hello, Nada. Welcome, welcome, darling. So I've got some laces and some trims. I've also got some vines that I used. I used my Cricut and cut out. So I've got different kinds of vines that we're going to be using on this. I've got some tulle in like a mossy kind of green color. I've got some other pieces of trim here. I've got some enamel. Is that what this is called? I'm not sure, but I got these from New York Freestyle Nails and Glitz, Tanya. I've got some chipboard pieces here that I'm going to be adding. I've got a little clock button, some gears, little hearts. So we're going to be using some of those pieces. I also pulled out the word inspire because I think that this is something that I'm going to be adding to this canvas. Got a little key. I've got some seed beads here, some little micro beads, and I got another little metal kind of filigree. So pretty much without further ado, let me see if I can show you guys the texture on this. It's not really picking it up too much, but there, maybe you can see a little bit of it there. There's texture on the top as well as on the bottom. My lighting is not the greatest, so sorry for that. And pretty much this is gonna be kind of like so. Well, what I'm making is kind of like, I guess, a fairy door, you know, the entrance to like a fairy house. Um, so I got the little wooden door. They sell this at Dollar Tree. It's made of wood, and I just pretty much trimmed the door out with an X-Acto knife. I trimmed the door out because this is the only thing that I really want to use. I'm gonna save this, you know, for something else. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do today. That's the goal. Anyways, that's the goal. So I'm gonna go ahead and I believe I'm gonna get myself started, and I'm gonna start gessoing some of the pieces that I'm gonna be using. I'll start off with that. Then I'll come back to the canvas and get that going. I pulled out two metallic paints. I have here the Champagne Ice, and this is a metallic wax. And I got here also Rich Espresso, because I'm gearing more towards these kind of colors, since I'm assuming that the fairy door is in a tree. I have no idea, but that's where I'm thinking that it's in a tree. So we'll see where it kind of goes from here. And we're gonna start. Yes, I'm gonna start by gessoing the door, gessoing my word inspire. I'm gonna gesso my little angel and my other little pieces that I'm gonna be using on here. Yes, yes. And the fairy's house is gonna be called Inspire. So it's gonna be something like this. And gonna add like some tulle here in the bottom somewhere, or maybe some trim. I'm not really quite sure. I should go ahead and start gluing this on because I'm gonna be gessoing this. So let me do that first, actually. Let me go ahead and get this little piece on here because I'm gonna be gessoing everything once it's all said and done. Hello, hello, Isabel. Really? Did you ring my bell? Did you ring my bell, girl? Did you ring my bell? That's probably, I don't know. I put it up really early today too. I noticed that happens sometimes. Why? You can make the same thing. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. That would be super awesome to see somebody else do something different. What did you buy? The door? This thing? Mija, olvídate que para los gustos se hicieron los colores. Métele mano. Métele mano, métele mano. I would love to see it. Please, anybody that watches this video, you know, after the situation, whatever the case may be, I absolutely love when you guys do your stuff. Like, don't think that because, oh my God, somebody did something, oh, I can't do it now. No, do it. That's what YouTube is about. That is exactly what YouTube is about. There's a gazillion videos out there with similar stuff. So don't ever like stop yourself. Don't let your flow stop for anything. Keep it moving. Let it flow. Let it flow. Yes. So let me glue this down. Hi, Tina. Tina, I haven't shipped out your thing yet because I'm going to actually ship it out, I think, on Tuesday. I'm going to do the drawing for today's, and I'm going to ship them both out at the same time. I hope that's okay with you. I've just been hella busy this week. It's been one of those crazy ones. Oh, but I didn't show you guys. Let me show you guys what I did to the other one before I go into this one, because I did do a little bit more things. Some of you guys might have seen it if you follow me on Instagram at Design Elemental, just in case. But I added a few more details to this canvas here. So this is the canvas that we did last week. And pretty much, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I went over with some gold. I didn't have this before. It was just matte blue. So I kind of went over it, all the little raised areas, with a little bit of gold. I didn't overwhelm it too much. So I went over with a little bit of gold. I added some dots coming down the sides. So it's got, because I just got this, some Nouveau drops. So I had to use it. So I just got this one, and I added some pink, and I also added some gunmetal in the color gunmetal, which is this Deco Art. Is a patent leather paint, so it's really shiny. It's not as dimensional. It's not really dimensional, put it like that. It's not really dimensional like the Nouveau drops are, but it gave it a cute effect. So I added some of that there. I filled in the little heart with some of the Nouveau drop thingamabob. And I added little dots to all the little flowers. And I added dots to the butterflies as well. I added a little bit of the Nouveau drop. I just kind of smeared it on to the rose here. I don't know if it's gonna be able to catch it. I gotta do something with this light. It's driving me crazy. I went ahead and added some of the gunmetal drops, little dots here along the hot air balloon and along the bottom. But that's pretty much what I did to finish it off. Oh yeah, and I added the little birdie here on one of the stems that was sticking up. So you got a little a little bobblehead bird just kind of hanging in there. Hi, Night Fear. Uy, qué rico. That sounds yum yum. I love me patalitos. I don't care what, I do care what's in them, but you know, usually it's either chicken or beef. So that's pretty much what I did with that. So I'm gonna do the drawing for this one, and for this one and for the one that I do today, I'm gonna do that drawing live tomorrow. So I'll come on for like a good little half hour or so just to do the winners for this. But I wanted just to touch base with you guys and share with you how this more or less finally came out, because I couldn't leave it alone. I couldn't leave it alone. I kept going back to it and going back to it. Literally, like for 3 days, I kept adding dots here and there. I always kept coming back. So yes, that's what we're gonna do. Now for this one, the theme is gonna be fairy, kind of fairy door, like fairy house type of a situation. I'm not gonna add any actual fairies in there, you guys. Use your imagination. And we'll be good to go. Go ahead and I haven't gessoed this at all. And for everybody that's coming in, I don't know if you guys, you'll probably be able to see a little bit more after the fact, but let's see. Hopefully you guys can catch it, but I did add texture to both sides of this canvas, and you'll see it more when it comes out. This glue, it's yucky. Able to come out white. So right now, all I'm gonna do is kind of add this trim to give it a little bit of time to dry. And I'm gonna put it with the little fuzzies going upward. I'm gonna gesso this so it's not gonna be this bright lime green. But I'm gonna just let it kind of hang out for now. Just gonna let it hang out for now. Now I'm gonna put this to the side. I also pulled out this paper. I'm gonna make like little makeshift bricks out of that. I should do that now because that's gonna take me a little bit of time. I'm gonna make some makeshift little bricks out of this that I'm gonna use alongside the door. And this is not like thick paper. So I'm gonna see how big I can get it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and probably get myself some chipboards. You know what I should do is glue this down to chipboard first, and then I don't have to do the job twice. Yes. There you go, Carmen. Use your noggin. All right, so I buy this chipboard. This is 12 by 12. And this is like the cheaper kind, but I buy this in different packs. They have them for like 25, 50, or whatever the case may be, for really, really cheap and affordable. And I get it on eBay. And this is great for like doing die cuts. I can actually use the like the craft dies and use my Big Shot and just, and it goes through like butter, no problems at all. You have to pass it through a couple times. But now that I have the gypsy, I was gonna say, now that I have the Cricut, I pretty much put this on the mat and then I just, you know, get my pieces out. So all the little chipboard pieces that you guys see, I'm getting it through here, you know, through using it like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this paper down. Then I guess I'm gonna have to let it dry. And I probably won't be needing that much, but I'm gonna do the whole paper just in case. And this paper is from this paper pad right here, Timeless Type Stack by DCWV. And it's got really pretty kind of dictionary style type font. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to use that. So let me go ahead and I think I'm going to glue this down first. Then I just have to cut it once instead of having to stick all the little pieces of paper on the individual little tiles, right? Okay, give me this back because I need this. And that'll help me do my job once, as opposed to having to do it multiple times and taking 15 hours here to do it. And it's not a loss. Whatever's left over is left over. I'm not going to really stress it because I can just use it on something else. Isabel is going to have to save a lot of people dinner. Data. She's going to have to save a lot of people dinner because she just made everybody in here hungry. She made everybody in here hungry. Okay, there we go. I'm like hoping and praying that my stuff doesn't fall by the side. So let's see. So I'm just gonna glue this down. Then when I cut my little things, I cut my little pieces, then I don't have to go too crazy. And this paper is already like distressed. I'll add a little bit distressing here and there wherever I feel like it needs it. I'll probably paint it in if anything, like after I've glued all the little sections down. But this is gonna make like the makeshift brick wall. I'm just gonna trim it down to size so I don't have such a huge piece of cardboard just lingering. You gotta save wherever you can. All right, so I got my little piece. This will make it a little bit thicker, a little bit more dimensional. And then I can just use it, you know, to make my little brick walls, my little individual little bricks and stuff. So I can put this away for now. This book I don't need. Gotta make myself as much room as possible. That's your cutting machine? Yes, it is. See, I be borrowing stuff. I call it borrow. I don't know what he calls it, but I call it borrow. So I got that going. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna start getting some of these pieces kind of gessoed in. Not sure how many of them I'm gonna use, but we'll figure it out. I think I'm gonna probably gesso these bigger ones. This one didn't cut out right. And maybe some of these little ones. We'll see, we'll see. So maybe some of these, then I can hook them up. Let me see. Yes, they are. They are chipboard leaves. I use my Cricut, the expression machine, the expression tool, to cut these out. And I can pretty much, the same design, I can cut it out in different sizes. The only thing is that you gotta be careful with that machine because sometimes it doesn't do like the intricate designs. Like you see how it's got like all these little spaces. When it's already getting to be too small, the space, like it just rips the paper sometimes. It doesn't do the best job for all of them. And that's with a brand new blade and the deep cut housing that is supposed to like give you that perfect thing. It doesn't always do it. For bigger pieces, like the bigger ones is fine, but like when you start getting smaller and smaller and smaller, So we're gonna do that. But yes, all of these little things that you see me using like this, all these little pieces that I've been pulling out lately, they're all like from the machine that I be using here at home. I be cutting these babies out. You guys gotta see me. I'm like, you know, going to town over here with this machine. All right, so let me see. I need I need gesso. I need me some wet gesso. So let's get that. And I want to use the sponge. You know what? I'm going to use one of these little pieces that I have here. Make us some of this out. I know that sucks. Because you're like almost, you wait for it because it takes a while. Like it doesn't do it fast. Like it takes a little time for it to like get it all going, you know, to get the whole thing done, especially if you're doing a big like page. And me, I try to save paper, so I try to put as many images as I can on one sheet. So that machine will take like a good 20 minutes to cut it. And I put it to cut twice, you know, I put it to do it twice just to make sure that it cuts through deep enough. And it's like, oh my goodness. To have it do all that, I'd be getting mad. Just spray a little bit of water on that. And let's see, I'm trying to find, there we go. I found my little handy dandy piece of scrap here that I've been using to do all this fun stuff. I'm just gonna gesso this brush up. And this is not necessary. But the reason why I do it is because when I put in the color, I want to make sure that the color is gonna be true. If I just start painting this, then it's gonna absorb the paint a lot and it's not gonna really give me the truest color of what I'm looking for. So by adding the layer of gesso on top of it, after you go adding your paint, it doesn't matter how light your paint is, you'll still be able to see it, you know, well. Let's see. Which way do I want it? I think I'm gonna use it this way. And I'm not gonna do both sides. I'm only gonna do the one. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it to be covered. It's not even so much about protecting the cardboard. I just want the color to show well. So we got that. Let's do this one. We just spray that with a little bit of water. So I'm gonna try to do all of my gesso pieces first, so that I could just kind of leave them off to dry, and then I'll start working on my door and getting that kind of, you know, going and stuff. Now you could do the same thing with paint. Like if you didn't have gesso, you could do the same thing with paint. Like if you have white paint, just give it a layer. You might have to do a couple layers, you know, but you could give it a layer of white, let it dry all the way through and through, and then you can paint it with your other, you know, colors that you're going to be using. Yes, it is. It is awesome. And I want to see what you make with it. And want to see what you make with it. I was gonna do the carousel canvas today, but I'm kind of like debating with the little horse that I have there. I sent to get like a mold from, I think it was from eBay. Yeah, because I don't really use the other apps like that, like the other places. I don't really use them so much because it's a hassle to get your money back. And it's been a hassle for me. It's a pain in the, you know what. So I mainly go to eBay because I never have no issue with them. If I have a problem, they refund me. If not, the seller takes care of it, and it's usually rather quickly. But I bought a mold. It's supposed to be a unicorn, you guys. It's stumpy. The horn was like, just a little bit of the horn. The rest of the horn, I guess they didn't do the mold right, so it was sealed off. I was so mad. I was like, what the heck? Not to mention that it was teeny tiny. I was like, no, I'm just gonna make my own. I'm gonna get some clay. I'm gonna make some porcelain clay and just make my own. I'm not gonna be stressing myself out with this. let it air dry like I did that mermaid that time. For those of you guys that were here and watched that, I made a whole mermaid scene pretty much from porcelain clay by hands. Took me a couple videos to do it, but I got it all done. All right, so this is good to go. I have a couple. I'm gonna be trimming these off because I want them to go off in different directions. But at least these are done for now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and gesso this up as well. Just because I don't want the wood to start absorbing all the paint, and then I'm pretty much, you know. Yes, I love eBay. I love eBay. You know, you're gonna have bad sellers everywhere. And you're gonna have people, you know, doing all kinds of funky stuff everywhere. You can't really escape from that. But they don't really play, eBay don't really play around when it comes to, you know, their reputation as far as people buying stuff from them. Anytime that I've ever had an issue, eBay has done right, and has resolved the issue, or has refunded my money. All I had to do was tell them like, hey, you, look over here. Something not right. Something fishy, fishy. And they come and they're like, no problem, miss. We'll have this issue corrected in no time. So pretty simple. I didn't want to do it too thick because I want to be able to see, because I'm going to have to go over some of these details. Not too much so, but I am going to go over some of these details. You know what? I think I'm going to do something with this door. I think I'm going to cover it with paper. I think I'm going to cover it with paper. But either way, I adjusted it already, so que sera, sera. But I think I'm going to cover that door with paper. I just got an image in my head. I'm going to see. I'm going to see. I'm still flowing through it. So we're going to see where we end up at. I kind of just put my hand in my drawers, and whatever comes out, that's what's going to go. That's kind of how I operate. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's like, okay, Carmen, you need to go back in that drawer because you pulled out crap. Pull out something else because that is not going to work. That is not going to work. So pretty much just doing this, covering up these words and some of these elements. I don't care so much of how perfect they are. I don't, you know, you guys know I say that all the time. Like, I don't really care how perfect it is because either way, it's still going to come out nice at the end of the day. So I'm not going to worry myself silly over it. No, sorry, Bob. Now, this is resin, I think. Tanya sent these to me. I fished some pieces out that I thought I can use. Where did I put my nail file? Sugar and spines. Where did I put my nail file? This is why I don't really mess with resin too much. It's a lot of cleanup you gotta do. Not all the time, but sometimes you gotta do too much cleanup. I like the method that I have right now with the electric pen, the pen that burns the plastic. I like doing it with that, I'll be honest with you. I have control. My pieces come out really, really neat, and I don't have to go too crazy. And I really like how they come out. And it pops right out the mold. And yeah, it takes a little bit of time to fill it all in. But overall, it does the job. Okay, I think that's good enough. It does the job. Yes, I totally agree, Nada. It does come to life. Once you put the gesso on, it's like magic. So I'm just gonna gesso this up as best as I can because I know I won't be able to catch all the little grooves and stuff. But I want to, when I go add paint and stuff to it, I wanted to at least, you know, catch some of it. Now this might not be the best thing to use with like plastic because this is like a plastic, but hopefully it'll do the job good enough. Hopefully it'll do the job good enough. What else do I have here? Oh, this little angel. I think I'm gonna be using this little angel. It's much better to use a plate, something glass to do this than paper because the paper is gonna absorb the gesso. But we'll see. We'll see how it all comes out. We'll see how it all comes out. I gotta get me these little molds of these angels and stuff. I gotta ask her, like, where did she get these molds from? Because I don't want to invest in molds, then they come back and they're like so small. You got the key to the door, Sasso? Yes, you do. To the downstairs and the upstairs. Let's see. So you like that, right? You like that. You threw yourself out there. You threw yourself out there. Yep. You hold all the keys right now. So I got that going. Let's see. I got this little heart that I think I'm going to incorporate into my door somehow. So I'm going to gesso that. Gesso that. Little pajarito, the little birdie. Yes, the little birdie. Now, I might not be using all of these pieces. We'll see how it goes. But I'd rather have them ready to go and have to worry about not using them later. I mean, once they're gessoed, they're ready for another project anyway. So I'm not going to go too crazy with like, oh no, I forgot to add the birdie. If he flies in, he flies in. If not, we shall see. So I got some little gears. I gotta clip this thing off the button. I got a little clock face to add in there as well. So I'm gonna do these little gears because I'm figuring I'm gonna add them in there somehow. Not sure exactly how yet, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I will be able to. And I could have just left them as they were, but once you guys get me painting, I don't know how to stop. So I put paint on everything. Everything. Well, the heart is gonna be the window. That's the goal here, to use the heart as the window. I just don't know. I have to look through my paper to see if there's something that like strikes me as like, yes, use this. I have to see because I have an idea to add the little rosettes. I'll show you guys again because I know some of you guys came in a little later. You know, after I showed the stuff. So I have this little trim here that I think I'm gonna use on here. And these are buttons, you guys. This came in a bag of buttons. They're like steampunk buttons. Super, super cool. So I'm just gonna gesso all this stuff up. And it dries pretty quickly. I'm not gonna gesso the key. But let me share with you guys. I have this little rosette trim that was sent to me in Happy Mail. And I think I'm gonna use it along the sides of the door. So this is why I gotta figure out what kind of paper I'm gonna use, because if I'm gonna use this trim, this is gonna clash with many different types of papers. So I'm not sure yet if I'm just gonna pretty much make my own design on the door and just stamp some images on it and, you know, design it myself. That way I can use this trim because I really want to use it on you know, on the arch of the door. I really want to use it. So we'll see. We'll see. So I got that going, got all these little pieces going. I'm not gonna do the clock, I don't think. I think I'm gonna leave the clock as is. I kind of like the clock being that rustic kind of color. Uh, and then I have some flowers and stuff that I'm gonna be incorporating into this as well. Let me just give my hands a quick cleansing. And I'm gonna start adding paint and stuff and gesso to the canvas. Oh no, Isabel, that's no nice, okay? That's no nice. So let's see. I'm gonna put this. I need a bigger desk, you guys, but I don't need it to be longer. I need it to go deep. Right, Nada? Bad, Isabel. Okay, so I'm gonna put this stuff to the side. I'm gonna put all my little gessoed items to the side. I'm gonna start working on this canvas, and I'm gonna start working on those tiles and adding paints and color and all of that good stuff on here. Hopefully this has dried enough. So I'm gonna trim this off. Trim this side too. And you guys are about to start seeing this whole thing come to life once I add my gesso. She made you hungry, Sasson? Oh no. See, Isabel, now you gave me work. Because after I'm done with this, now I gotta go figure out how to make Sasson some empanadillas. So now I gotta go work. I gotta go to work now. No. I'm very picky with my kitchen. Very, very picky. I don't even like it when my kids are in there. They'll be like, Mom, but I'm dying of thirst. I'm like, so wait. I'll go. So I'm gonna give this a quick little coat of gesso. Sasso's like, no, that's a no. Not that this really needs the coat of gesso, but I'm just gonna add it in there because I might as well. I really want to catch these things here. And like it's even worse now because the kids know how to cook. So I'm like forever stressed out. Every time that they're like in the kitchen making stuff, it's like, no, get out the kitchen. Get out my kitchen. Okay. Just got gesso on my shirt. So you guys are gonna start seeing this whole thing come to life in about a minute or two. Or maybe a little longer than that. So I'm gonna start cutting out the bricks. Once I cut the bricks and I color, then I'll color the background of this. And then we'll start adding all the other elements and I'll get all the other stuff painted in. And I gotta put my heat tool on. Heating gun. Estoy en el rancho. Him and his rancho, man. Sazón quiere ser ranchero, nos jodimos aquí. He wants to be a ranchero, man. He wants to be called Don Sazon. All right, so I have this pretty much well gessoed for the most part. Just gonna add a little bit more because the fabric absorbs it. So at the same time, the gesso is good because it's holding it down. So it's pretty much shaping the little pieces. I just hope that it'll hold. You guys see all that dimension is gonna be happening in there? This is gonna look yummy, yummy. Don sazon, dum, 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 don sazon, dum, dum. Yeah, I'm gonna make a song about it. I make a song about almost everything. My water's blue, you guys look, because I was painting today. I'm working on an art journal page. And I did oh my God, the clumsiest thing I could have ever done. Like, I literally deleted a whole section of the video that I was working on. So you will get most of it, but there's gonna be a part that I painted her hair that you guys won't be able to see because I don't know how the heck it happened, but I must have hit something and it took the recording feed off. And when I went to go look, I'm like, no. I'm still not done with it though, so I'll see if I can just try to share with you guys at least what I did to get it to where, you know, where it was. But I was so mad. I was like, no, 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 no. Thank you. Thank you. It's gonna look even prettier, Native. It's gonna look even prettier once it's all done. So I think this is good enough for me to start slicing. Let's slice some paper up. Let's get it ready. So I'm gonna put it face side down, which is the font's going. So I can use this as a little guide to kind of measure. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm gonna just keep putting them in the same little spot so they come at least. Se fue para el lado. They went to the side. What the heck? Trying to sabotage me. What the heck? This thing says I have 54,566,767.99 people watch me. What the hell is that thing talking about? No way. Hi, Life Mix. How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's no way. I don't know what the heck that thing is talking about. Because I know for a fact I don't got 123 thumbs up right now. I don't know. Something is screwy Louie over here with the live. Because this thing is like reading crazy numbers right now. That's crazy. Right? How many thumbs up you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. How the hell can I have 1, 2, 3, 4 thumbs up? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Yes. Yes, I guess I do. I guess I do. But lurkers can't win because lurkers don't talk. So if you want to win, lurker, then you have to talk in the chat. I have to know that you're here. So let's see. I think I'm going to do maybe 2 more strips and then I'm going to call this a wrap and I'll figure it out with what I got. If I need more, I can make more. Let's see. So I got a few of these. This should be enough. for me to get more or less what I need done out of this. So I'm gonna put this to the side for now. Put this to the side. So we got this going. So this is gonna be our bricks, our makeshift bricks that we're gonna use for the door. So they're gonna be like sticking out of places here and there. And then I'm gonna use the trim, this trim right here, to kind of go over it, to kind of go over the whole thing and create like a little arch. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these little things and just put them in a pile. Just gonna cut them by twos. I think that'll probably be my best bet. Come on. You're gonna get screwy Louie on me now. Huh? For what? I don't need bigger scissors. I'm making a canvas like a fairy door. So it's like a entry to a fairy place, to a fairy house, something like that. And I'm using a Dollar Tree canvas, and also I made the door from this, which is another item that is found in Dollar Tree. It's called fairy door. So hence the fairy door canvas. And all I did was cut out the inside part of the door, and I saved the outside. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And right now I'm making bricks to use around my door. Some of my bricks are flying everywhere. I think this will be enough once I get it all going. I think that's gonna be more than enough actually. Oh, I cut that one off at an angle. I'm gonna have to nip tuck that one somewhere. Yes. Like a fairy house, but you know, not really a fairy house. It's the doorway to a fairy house. So I'm gonna imagine that if the doorway is on a tree somewhere in a very mystical and beautiful forest. Yes, these are some tiny scissors. They are. They're super small. I got these at Dollar Tree. Like I don't even know how long ago. But they sharp. They always stay sharp. So I can't complain too much. I think they're like for sewing and stuff like that. I know they must look so tiny in my big hands. So I got my little pile of bricks. We're gonna put that to the side. Let's start adding some color on this baby. So I'm gonna start going in here. Actually, I'm gonna go in here with this. I'm gonna use some Tim Holtz Distress. I'm gonna use fossilized amber to start off with, and then as accents, I'll use the iced espresso and the champagne ice, and maybe I'll incorporate a couple other colors in there. And I'm also gonna be adding like flowers and stuff to it also, but we'll see. We'll see where it all kind of goes. We'll see where it all kind of goes from here. Huh? I made a happy face. It looks crazy. And I need water. Too dark. I don't want it to be this dark. Now I'm gonna paint the whole thing one color and then start adding other colors in to make everything kind of pop the way I want it to. And we'll see if my color combo kind of works, because you know I'm like a crash test dummy. I just go for it, and then if it works out, it works out. I'll find out if it's safe to drive after I've crashed the wall. That's kind of how I go. So we'll see. We'll see how this all kind of goes. Huh? It is a nice color. Yes. as long as they work. Oh, you're gonna be using it in the future? Nice. You know, you're more than welcome to use it. All right, so just trying to get into these little nooks and crannies on this side. For some reason, it's not trying to let me. All right. So I think I want a little bit of texture on this thing here. Well, more texture than what I have. So I'm just gonna grab this and see what I can pick up. I'm just gonna crunch it up. And that's gonna go off like that. So I got a little bit of lint here and there. All right, so now let's go ahead and go in with the iced espresso. It's still soft, but I'm gonna spray some water into it because I don't want to add the paste, but what I want to do is just add that beautiful watercolory metallic kind of paint on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze it off against the edge of the brush so that it can go through all the little nooks and crannies that are on the canvas from the stenciling that I did earlier today. And we're gonna get that kind of going. Let's add some more. This is like the H2Os, you guys, but in a bigger container. That's pretty much how I see it. That's more or less how I use it as well. Let me put this to the side so I can add more, add more, add more. And this is pretty much what I'm gonna do so that it can kind of run down the sides, run down everything. Thank you. I'm gonna just spritz it to help it along. Hopefully you guys can see and add more. Now the color that's in the bottom is a Tim Holtz paint, so it is water soluble, so that means that it will be you know, affected by the water. I need to spray more here. Get some more of this beautifulness kind of happening here. I'm gonna keep adding more. Kind of help it along. Help it come all the way down. Let's do the other side. We're gonna need more water. We're gonna need more waters, you guys. More waters. I'll do the same. I gotta get it over this hump right here because I added all of this fabric here. So let me get my little rag that I pulled out. I'm gonna put this down like so. Let's get more water. And just let it kind of start pulling over and dripping down, which it will do. Just have to help it along. You just have to help it along. And I need a lot of this water here. There we go. Let's bring it down on its side and do a little bit of the same so that it can catch all the different. The middle, the door is gonna go, so I'm not gonna worry too much about the middle, but I do want some of this to kind of catch along the sides. So do that and then do the other side. And hopefully you guys can see how this is kind of coming along. It looks hella crazy right now, but I promise it'll look better. Well, I hope. I don't want to make promises I can't keep. I hope it looks better once I'm all done. Yes, praying hands up. The last little pull here. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. And I'm going to try to pick up whatever excess I can from here. You guys can see the metallicness of it. Yes, right? Thank you. Just like a fairy door should be, right? Nice and ancient. Nice and ancient. So I'm going to take this and close this off. Maybe I'll leave it open so it could dry up a little bit because I did add a whole bunch of water in there. Crazy old me. Thank you. Thank you. Huh? It looks like two volcanoes. It does, right? It does kind of look like two volcanoes. Also, like the end, like the inside of maybe like a chapel, maybe in the Middle East or somewhere like that, like a very old, worn down kind of building. So I'm gonna let this kind of dry for a second. So I'm gonna just, I guess I'm gonna put this to the side for a second and let it dry a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start actually painting some of the other little elements that I have here. Well, I just give this a few just to kind of, you know, soak in all the way because I do have to add a few more layers of different things in here. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do with this door. Part of me wants to leave it like that. Let me look at the papers that I have. that I can possibly use on that if I do end up wallpapering it up. Not sure yet. I just don't want to clash with the colors of that I'm going to be using with that ribbon that's there. This is some of the papers that I didn't get to use before. You know, don't like those. Way too bright. I think I'm gonna paint it. I think I'm gonna paint it and probably stamp it up a little bit. I think that's what I'm gonna do with this door. So let me put this here. Yes. Yeah, like an underground cave, like one of those ancient ruins. So let's see. Let's grab. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna put all my other little pieces to the side because we're gonna be working with those in about a minute. And let's go with the champagne color on the door and see how we work that out. See how that starts to look, and then we'll add more. It's almost like a pearl kind of color. It's very light. But it still lets me see the background design. So when I go into it and add all the other details, I still can, because I can still see them. So if I was a fairy, what would I want on my door? Yes, very much so. So let's see. I think black will be too much. So let's go with a little bit of actual acrylic brown. And this is a chalky finish, so it's not too bright. It's not shiny at all. It's actually like a matte finish. So we're gonna add that, and I want to add some text in here. So let's see if I find my handy dandy little text stamp, and I sure did. So let's get that going. Let me grab myself some ink, and I think I'm gonna use a brown ink just so that it doesn't overwhelm the door too much. So I'm going to add some ink in here, and then once I do the inking, then I'll go in and add the acrylic paint to just kind of give it the details of the wood grain. Thank you, Tina. I hope so. That's always the goal. That's always the goal. It doesn't always pan out that way, but that's always the goal. So let's see. And this color is coffee. So I'm going to stamp my door with some coffee. Yes, this is the only, well, it's not the only one per se, but it's the only one that really has like this kind of script. The other ones that I got off of eBay, they're okay. I want to say they're not, you know, they're from overseas, so the quality is not the greatest, but they do the job. So this is like the magic words that open the magic door. So this is more or less what this text is. And when the fairy stands in front of it, she knows exactly which words to say out of this jumbled mess, and it makes the door open. Yes. Hi, Davita Lane. How are you doing, sweetheart? So let's see here. Right? Super awesome. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of paint. I'm gonna just kind of dab a little bit of paint here on the side. And I'm gonna try to get myself somewhat of a detailing tool, detailing brush, not so much tool, but detailing brush. And I'm gonna wet this with my blue water. And I'm gonna put a little bit of, just a little drop of black here on the side so that I can get some darker tones. Just a little drop. You can add black, but you can't take it out. So little bits, little bits, little bits. Let me get myself a little fresh powder right here. And I'm just gonna gently kind of just add little streaks here and there. Nothing too major, but just little streaks. If I feel like it goes on too heavy, then I'll just wipe it down with my finger. I don't want it so dark that it hides away the words that I just texted, you know, that I stamped in there. So I want the words to still kind of show. So just kind of gently adding it and then wiping it down a little bit so that it's not too harsh. Just getting a light little staining. And we'll see more or less how this door turns out. And I'm gonna go into my darker color. Let me get a little bit of water mixed into that. Acrylic dries really fast. So keep that in mind when you're working with it. It dries super fast. So I'm gonna try to go down some of these lines that I have here. These are some of the markings that are already on here. I'm not gonna go over the detail of the keyhole because I already have a keyhole that I'm gonna be placing on this door as it is. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I'm just gonna get some of the existing lines in here. And we're gonna work it out this way. And don't worry if you got shaky hands, because at the end of the day, trees don't have perfect lines. They're all kind of shaky. They're all kind of, you know, textured. So I don't make perfect lines. So don't worry about that. We just want the impression of some kind of texture here. And this is why these lines are dark. And I'm still going to add more color in here because it's still a little too dull for me. So I'm going to add a little bit more color. I don't want to overwhelm it because I want it to stand out from when I put it on, you know, the background of the canvas. And I still have more things to do because this is too super bright right now for my taste. So I'm going to dull it down a little bit, maybe with a little bit of gesso and other things. So I don't want it to look super bright like that. Aw, thank you, Davita. I'm glad you liked it. I love making those things. There's just so many ways you can do them. It's like bananas. And it's crazy because I love making lap books, but I can't see myself making like a junk journal or something like that. That really like breaks my head when I think about doing those. But like Lapbooks for some reason is like so much easier for me to assemble and like get together. But I absolutely love, love, love making them. And this year's when I started, I just started making those things in January because I ran into a YouTuber. Her name is Bohemian Crafter. And I just saw some of the stuff that she was doing and I was like, oh my goodness. And I just had to try. And I've been hooked ever since. I've been hooked ever since. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You're too sweet. I think it's patience more than it is a gift. I think it's more of the patience, having the patience to do those kinds of, tasks because they're a little tedious and very repetitive. That one took me quite a while to get it together, but it was really fun to do. I think the only real tutorial that I did with that, like the official tutorial, is a 6-part, it's a 6-part video that I did with but it was creating more of a like a traveler's notebook style, but it still opens up into a lap book because it opens up really, really wide. And that one's like steampunk-ish, and it's got a whole bunch of different things going on with it. But that one I did from beginning to end. I recorded every step of the way. Yes, Bohemian Crafter, she's awesome for those things. She really is. I give credit where credit is due. And she was my inspiration for even attempting to do those things. Thank you. Well, that I think I do have. That I think I do have. Ever since I was little, I always been fascinated by painting and, you know, all of that good stuff. And I think I'm very childlike mentally. In a good way, though. Sometimes even my kids seem a little bit more mature than me. And, that's like, what? All right, so I got this kind of going here. I'm gonna use my finger for whatever's left over here at this door. Thank you, Isabel. And it's crazy because I almost didn't even do a YouTube. I was just kind of watching, and um one day I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna give it a go. I'm super happy that I did. That's why I encourage anybody and everybody to give it a try because you'll be surprised. And the thing is that your mind goes evolving, as you go, as you're watching others, and you're getting inspired by so many different things, colors, textures, just so many different ideas. Um, that it kind of like just naturally evolves into something completely different. I think once I got on YouTube, I never did this kind of stuff before, you guys. My thing was always kind of drawing. And I'm not the greatest artist. I can draw a face, pretty decent face, but don't have me draw no hands. Please don't have me draw no hands because homegirl will look tore up really badly. I'm good at faces for some reason. That's a little bit easier for me, but other things are not as easy. But I try every day, you know. Practice a little here, practice a little there, wherever you get a chance. So just kind of rubbing it in with my finger now, so that I can get a little bit more kind of control, if that makes any sense, of um, this chaos that I call a door. Kind of rubbing it into the wood grain that's already existent, because this is wood. This whole door is actually really wood. Yes, right? Sometimes the biggest fear, like just the thought of all of these things is usually what kind of makes you so hesitant to like move forward. And I was petrified when like my first couple videos, like, oh my goodness. I look back at them, I still have them on my channel because they serve me. For me, it's like motivation. Like, look how far you've come. Like, your videos were terrible quality back then. Like, the angles was completely off. But you've come so far in such a short amount of time. And I'm very happy that I did it. I really am. I'm very happy. I could not have asked for more. All right, so we're almost done with this door. I don't want to spend an eternity here rubbing paint in. Because that's what it's starting to feel like I've been kind of doing. But I think that this is gonna look really nice once I add all the little gadgets um, and the things that are gonna go in here. Right? I think this is gonna look super cool. Yes, and I'm so happy and super proud of you as well. Because let me tell you something. It would have been a shame for you to keep your talent to yourself. That would have been very selfish, Isabel. Very selfish. So I'm very happy that you did. As well as my hubby too, Sasson and Crafts. I'm super excited and proud of him as well because he was really nervous at the beginning. You know, there's a certain kind of stigma when it comes to like male crafters, this, that, and the third, and it was just like, oh my god, oh my god. But I'm happy that he stuck to his guns and he did it. He did it as well. And for somebody who never did anything crafty in this sense before, to come on YouTube and do the things that he's doing is like, it blows my mind. I think my door is ready. What do you guys think? Right? I think I'm out of the brown. I think I'm gonna leave it like this because if I keep going, it'll just never stop. It'll just never stop, you guys. Sometimes I have no like breaks when it comes to these kinds of things. And that's just me working on the door, but the leaves and everything will be a lot easier. But I think that'll work for me very nicely. So what do I want to do with this? Because I need to make this a little bit lighter. So what can I do to make it a little bit lighter? Where is, let's see. Ooh, whisper. Let's add some whisper in here. Tanya's in the house. I don't see Tanya. Oops. Did I just put black paint up behind this? Whoever wins this is a black dot on it. Because I just dipped it in the black paint by mistake. So, yeah. Just in case. Just in case. All right. So where was I? Where's my little... What was I using for paint on this thing? I don't even remember now. I think I was using this. Was I? I don't know. But oh well. Oh, I think I went straight into the canvas with it. That's what I'd say. So I'm gonna grab some of this whisper paint. This is also like a chalky finish. It'll help to kind of bring down a little bit of what's happening here in the background. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of like brush it in. My brush is not really too wet. I don't want to cover it all up, but I do want to just kind of lighten up certain areas here and there. I'll bring the ones that I want back out once I start adding like paints over some of the raised areas. I just wanted to kind of pop. So I just want to kind of lightly just add a little bit of whisper to it. Get a little bit of this lighter color kind of going in here. As you can see, it's not really covering up nothing that I have going on in the background, none of the little stains that is there. But it'll help me to kind of bring this color back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now let's see. Where is that paint? Where is that what did I do with it? What are you? What are you? What are you, paint? I'm looking for you. This is the champagne color. Where's the brown? Oh, it's right here. Iced espresso. It's right here. So I'm going to kind of go into my edges a little bit and just kind of frame this out. I'm going to kind of do it with my fingers. Just so that it's kind of framed out. And make sure that my frame is good. The framing is good to go on this. First, I'm going to add a little bit of that richer color because I'm going to start building now. I'm going to start building the doorway and adding all the other little extra elements that are going to go in here. And I think what I'm going to do actually, let's see. Let's see what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll add a different color in here. How about some cosmic blue? Blue and brown always looks nice together. Some turquoise. I think the blue. I like the idea of the blue in there. Or some green. Not the green. I'll leave the green out because I will need it at some point. But I think I'm going to try the blue and let's see what happens. It's like fairy mist. Yes. Definitely. So I'm going to just rub my finger in here and get some of this blue. And I'm just going to test it to see. I just want to catch some of the raised areas. So I'm going to do it kind of gently. Very gently. Not putting any pressure on this at all. Oh, thank you. You're going to love it. Just adding a little bit of blue here and there. Just add a little bit of this blue going in there. Just to give it something a little different. The bottoms I might do a different color after, but I'll see what I do with the bottoms. Can you guys see that? Hopefully with the whites and the pinks, this will look really nice. And it'll just make it kind of pop out. This is what you call fairy powers. Things glow in different colors wherever they live. That's how you know that it's a fairy. Okay, so that's after that. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna put my heat tool on now, glue gun, so that I can go and start gluing. So we can start gluing some of these pieces down. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna put this to the side. Let's see how this is gonna turn out, you guys. This is a gamble. Oh, I gotta turn my heat gun on. So I gotta plug it in. I gotta move my little cart to the side so I can get my heat gun in there. So let me go ahead and glue this on. And we'll see how this is gonna all turn out. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Because the champagne color is a little bit on the transparent side, so I don't think that'll do too much of an effect on here. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna turn my glue gun on. Let me get some glue sticks. We're gonna have a lot of gluing to do. I'm gonna put this there. This is gonna go like so. While I'm waiting for that to do what it's gotta do, I'm gonna start working with my little brick walls. I'm gonna start laying some of these things out. I'm gonna cut some of these in half because I'm gonna need to cut some of these in half just to get kind of like the different layout. This is gonna go like so down here. So I'm gonna start with this long one. I'm just gonna place this here. So I'm just gonna kind of alternate. This is upside down. Kind of alternate how this is gonna go. I don't think I'm gonna cut. I think I'm just gonna lay them out like so. I'm just gonna glue the door right on top of it because it also gives it dimension. So I'm just gonna use the little chippies as part of what gives it kind of a little bit of height. So hope that you guys can see that well. And this is gonna kind of go like that. So I think I can start gluing these babies down because I kind of know more or less what it is that I want to do. And then let's see here. This little trim is gonna go inside. I gotta trim off some of this tulle that it's got all around it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue it onto the door like so, so that I can capture the whole thing. I'm gonna put that around the door like so, and that's gonna go along the door. I think that that'll look okay. I think that that'll look nice. And I'll be able to use whatever's left over in other places, but I think that that'll look cute with the little bricks kind of coming out from behind it. I think that'll work, right? And then this little heart right here is gonna go here. This little gear piece is gonna go here because she's a wise little fairy. And here we have our clock piece that's gonna go somewhere up there. And little filigree pieces that I'm actually gonna cut in half. This is the door hinge right here. I might have to make them smaller. I think I'm gonna have to make it a little smaller because that's gonna interfere with my heart. I'm gonna put these little door hinges right there. So let me just size it up, trim it up. Let's get that kind of going like so. So that's gonna go there. This is gonna go like so right here. Maybe I'll just do it like that, so it doesn't interfere with my heart. That's gonna go there like so. This little birdie's gonna be somewhere up here. We also have a little guardian angel somewhere that we're gonna be adding. This door is gonna have that there. So that's more or less the layout that I'm going for so far. So we'll see. Hopefully my heat gun will be nice and ready to go any second now. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. I think that that'll look really, really nicely once it's all said and done. And I think what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna trace around this this door, so that I don't have to worry about holding it in place. So I'm just gonna use a Crayola because it's water soluble, and hopefully it'll do what I need it to do. And yes, so now I can put this away and I have to worry about that and go into layering all my little bricks, right? Right. And I'm not gonna distress all the different little edges. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna put this little brick wall down. And I'm just gonna stick it however I can, because I am gonna have a lot of other things happening on here. So I'm not gonna worry about a few little pieces here and there. And I'm gonna need a whole heck of a lot more than this. Now let's see. So pretty much using that outline as my, my little base so that I know where I'm going and where I need to be. We're gonna start layering all of these little bricks. I'm trying not to put my words upside down. I'm trying, but whoever ends up winning this, if you find one that's upside down, sorry. I tried. I tried. I really did. I really did try. So we're gonna see how this is gonna all work out. I don't think I've ever done anything this colorful in this way before. So this is interesting. Yes, I think it does give it a little bit of character if it comes out upside down for sure. And it just goes perfect. And I am okay with that. I am okay with that. So let's see. Where am I going with this? Around here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. This can become the most tedious part of the project, I think, is adding all these little individual bricks. I need more. I need more. I need more bricks. Hopefully I won't need too many more. Hopefully I did cut out enough for what I am doing. And you just kind of offset it just a little bit. Just kind of offsetting it just a little bit. Just so that it has a little bit of character in it. Yes. Thank you, Tanya. And that is really true about me. I do definitely do things, not just a little backwards, but a lot backwards sometimes. but it's okay. I'm living proof that even if you walk backwards, you still could get to where you're going. So let's see. Let's see. Some of my cutting is terrible. No, don't come out crooked. Don't come out crooked. I could deal with backwards, but I don't want crooked. And let's see, we're almost done here with this part of it. Let's see. This will work. And this will work. Okay. That'll work for me, especially because I still have to add the little flower inlay thing. So I'm gonna start to add my little rosettes here. Let's see. And I'm just using the fabric that's already on it to kind of just help it grab. Help it grab. Thank you. I'm trying to break my patterns. And not that I have bad patterns, but we tend to always, I guess when we like a certain color or when things always look pretty in a certain color scheme, we always tend to always go for that color scheme, always go for that color scheme. And I'm trying to allow other colors into my world, not just, you know, the regular ones that I always go for. If I can trick my mind into thinking that beauty comes from different colors, not just the ones that I'm always choosing, then hopefully it'll get me to do other things that I normally wouldn't do. Therefore, helping me to actually really grow in my art overall. That's the goal. That's the goal. I think that's gonna look so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think that's gonna look so pretty. Let's see. I'm trying not to get glue on the flowers themselves. Ugh, trying not to get glue on the flowers themselves. That is becoming a little tricky as I go do-si-do around this thing. And hopefully I'll still be able to glue it on without causing too much of a problem. Hopefully. Getting around the bend, I think, is the hardest part of it. Come on, because you're gonna make my glue dry. Let's see. You're gonna make my glue dry. Don't make my glue dry. I think we made it to the finish line. Come on. We made it to the finish line. Now let's hope that I can stick this thing on there and that it's gonna be flat. I don't want it to curl over. So let's see. This is gonna be the piece de la resistance. So we're gonna see how this is gonna work out. We're gonna try this, you guys. Let's try this. Give me my flowers back. Give me my flowers back. This is gonna have a little bit of tension to it. Okay. Now let's see if I can work the flowers so that I can glue them down the way I need them to be. Oh, 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 oh. Monkey noises. Oh, 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 oh. Yes. Yes. I did it, you guys. I did it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Just. All right. Now we got to paint this and we got to add this. And I got to add, where are my little thingamabobs? These little thingamabobs. Let's see. I think I'm going to leave these white, but I'm actually going to put some champagne ice on them just to make them shiny. How can you call dibs? You don't even know which one of the two you're going to win. Thank you. You can't call dibs when you don't know which one of the two you're going to win. Now, you know, if you win one week, you can't win the next week. So I think you guys have choices to make. Well, for those of you that are catching me for the first time today, you'll be entered into the giveaway for this one. And I'm going to do a live drawing and let everybody know who won. I'm going to do the drawing for both because I was a little bit caught up in it. I didn't get a chance to do it prior, but I think I like the green for the heart. I'm going to go a little different. This is a really pretty green also. I think this will look nice because we're on a tree. So whatever she's got going on here is made either out of bark or is made out of leaves. So you guys can share it. Well, Tina, you could be entered in for this one, but you can be entered in for the one of last week. How pretty that looks. Catch this dimension. This green is so pretty. And I'm going to be using this green on the vines that I'm going to be adding on the corner top. On the top corner, the corner top. You hear me? I think that looks really, really pretty. And let's see. And this little heart thing. I'm thinking what color I should do the heart. I don't want to do the heart green also. What color will look good with that heart? Gold, maybe? I don't know. Brown? Ugh, I don't want to do the brown on that. So let's see. I got to think of what color I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to probably do gold. Oh, pink. Yes. Yes, Night Fear. Pink. I don't necessarily have pink. I have, I think coral is the closest to pink that I can get. It's called polished coral. So I'll use that. I'll use the polished coral. And that should hopefully be good. Good enough. Good enough of a pink anyways. Try to rub in some of this pink in here. Yes, I like it. It looks red, but it's like it's pink. It's coral. It's called polished coral. How about on the heart? Does the heart look does the heart look hi Mars? Thank you. So we'll see. I'm gonna glue the heart onto the this piece here, and then I'll glue that onto that. And hopefully I'll be able to center it just right. And then that's gonna go in there like so. And I'm gonna make my doorknob green also because I needed to match my heart. You know, the background heart. So I'm gonna use the green to get that in there as well. How long have I been on? Well, it's not that long. Yeah, it will take 2 hours. So let's see. I probably should have painted this a different color to start off with, and then gone over it with the green. And, I think it'll still look right. I think it'll still come out okay. I think it'll still come out all right. I'm gonna add a little bit of water just so that it can loosen itself up a little bit and hopefully get in between some of these little nooks and crannies. That'll do it. It'll help it flow a little bit better. And I think I'm gonna also brush on a little bit of that coral on top of it. It'll help the colors mix a little bit. It won't be pink, but it'll maybe give me a little bit of a brown tone. Like a different kind of brown tone. So I'm gonna try that and just see what it does. I like to experiment. Ooh, yes. Yes, dry brushing. You could either dry brush it or spray it a little bit and then let it just kind of seep into your little nooks and crannies and then go over it, you know, then dry brush over it. Oops. I kind of like that. It's got like little bits of the reddish and then it's like the green in the background. I think that looks really, really pretty. Yay! So now we have a piece that looks like $1,000,000 that only costs pennies. So we got that going. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this baby down. Let me stand up. I'm sure that this is exactly where I need this to be. Make sure that I get most of that off. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this green. Right over where I added some of that blue. It's not really singing to me the way I thought it was gonna be singing to me, but I think the green will just bring it all kind of together. Plus I'm about to add some green leaves in here, so that'll hopefully help it all kind of come together. Little Mod Podge of colors there. So that way the blue's not too bright. It's not overwhelming the top. This right here, where's the other one? Uh-oh. Let me add my heart. Let me add my heart to it. Uh-oh. I have one. Where's the other one? Fall. Why does stuff like this always happen to me? I just literally put it here. Does anybody see it? Like, you guys are gonna be able to see it. They're like, no, Carmen, I'm sorry. It's not gonna work. Not this time. Anywho, I'll figure it out. I have more, so if I gotta make another one, I'll make another set. So, oh, okay, that's the same one that I found. I was gonna say I found it. It's the same one. I just put it there. All right, so we're gonna add some vines here and there. Gonna add some vines. I'll see which ones I add and which ones I don't add. Don't worry about it, babe. I don't find it. It's probably in here somewhere. It's probably like under the. Probably, yeah, I found it under the canvas. Thank you, Nifia. You found it. All right, so we're gonna add that there, and I'm gonna see. Add that there, I think. We'll see. I'm not sure about this layout right now, but we'll get it working. We'll get it working somehow, some way. Maybe I won't put quite as many. I don't think that'll show as well as if I put it up there. Let's see. And just trying to figure out exactly how I want this right now, you guys. Therefore, I like that. I like that a lot. And then inspire. Thank you, Nada. And then inspire is gonna be like somewhere around here. And my little birdie, because I did do a little birdie. I can do like one little birdie like right around there. So I think that's how I'm gonna go. You guys, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a 1 minute break. I'm gonna run real quick. I'm gonna run back. Just give me a second. Right, you guys, I'm back. That wasn't even probably a minute. Just had to run and get something real quick. Thank you, darling. Thank you. So I think with this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab myself a gelato. I think I'm gonna grab this one. Let me get myself a little brush. Purple. I'm gonna get myself a little water brush and a gelato. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of detail in between the little edges here before I start coloring these things in, because we're about done. Once I paint those and glue those on, we're good to go. Oh, you did? Nice. You're gonna love it. I absolutely love you, if you will, for that. But they should come out with like a bigger set. Faber-Castell, if you had all watched my work, which I could only aspire to that much, please, we need the crayons. We need the kid-friendly crayons, but we need them for adults, okay? For adults. We need a pack of at least 24. That'll make me happy. That'll make me happy. Yes. Because I don't think they're going to be making them for much longer. I don't think they're going to be making them for much longer. Gelatos, you know, they're going to always be making gelatos. Gelatos is like one of their biggest money makers. So they're always going to be making gelatos. But I don't know, man. That kid version is like super awesome, and it just really sucks. The pack only brings 15. I've never tried the other ones, the more expensive brand, you know, like the Caran d'Anche or whatever they're called. I'm gonna try to buy myself a pack, but I'm not gonna spend 20 bucks on a pack of 10. I'm sorry. That's just not gonna happen. If I was selling my art, then I would probably invest in that, but I give my stuff away for free, so it's like, you know, right now it's just not cost effective. If one day I ever get to the point where I'm actually doing that, then that'll definitely make sense for me to go and get myself, you know, the higher biscuits. Hell yeah, girl. I ain't playing. I keeps it real. I got a family to feed. We have a family to feed. And that's indulging. Listen, kudos to those that can. And when you get to them being about this much, send them to me. I'll try them out. If you don't mind. But me going to invest into something like that, I don't know. Just for the heck of it, no. I think I do pretty well with the subpar kind of products that I use already. And not that these are subpar, because they do the job. And I think I do pretty good work with my very, very affordable crafts and supplies. So I'm not gonna complain. They've got me this far. They've got me this far. And I think I'm in a good spot. Thank you. That's why I say, you know, you just have to give it a try. At the end of the day, the supplies don't make you. It's your patience and your willingness to try that will. The rest is just, you know, it's just result. It's just end result of hard work and dedication. It's probably Angel. So that makes it kind of stand out a little bit more, right? It makes the bricks kind of pop a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Thank you. And that's right. It's not what you have, it's what you do with it. I remember like my very, very first videos, I started by doing like glue, using glue, eyeshadow and glue. And I will mix those things together to make a paste. And that's how I would add like shimmer and stuff like that to all my products. The first flowers that I had were flowers that I made myself. The first brushes that I had were brushes I bought from eBay. They came from the other side of the world, and they was not the greatest, but they got the job done. Would I still use them today? Heck yeah. Sometimes we waste too much time and money trying to, you know, buy the stuff that's in style just because it's in style, and that's not really gonna make a difference. If you're good at it, you're good at it. If you're not, you're still gonna struggle. Yes, it looks cute on video. You're putting out all of this expensive product, but you know, that's about as far as you could get. So I did that, got that colored in. What's the next thing to do? The other pieces, right? Yeah, the other pieces. I'm gonna do the green on these because I think that the green looks really pretty. And I'm gonna sublayer it here, green and maybe some of that coral, just to bring out a little bit of the colors that I got going on over here into it. So let's get that popping and see what happens. Let's get that little piece of magic going. But I like how it's going so far. I love how it's looking so far. And those bricks really, they do the difference on the doorway, in my opinion. Yeah, some things are very overrated, Mars. You're not lying about that. The door hinges. Night Fear is paying attention. Everybody, give a round of applause for Night Fear. Thank you, darling. I knew I was missing something. Where did I put them again? Oh, geez, Louise. Oh, I'll find them. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna add some of this green in here. I have an emerald green, but I like this limey kind of green. It's not too bold. Um, it's not too intrusive, I think. And I'm gonna just rub it in with my finger. I think I'm just gonna rub it in with my finger and just get different hues on here, different levels of colors. I'm not the greatest with the terminology for painting, you guys. I'm the kind of person to tell you, put it there, put it there. That's it. There goes the basics of my instructions. Every now and then a little fancy word comes out, but that's just like a oops. That doesn't happen often. It's like I say, I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not the greatest at the show and tell. I'm gonna get a little bit of gold. I think gold will look nice on here with the green and the yellow, right? What did I do with my gold? I don't know. I'm gonna just keep going with the green for now until I remember what I did with my gold. And I do want to add some flowers on here, so I am gonna glue some flowers on here. I just have to pull them out of the box. Life makes you funny. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. They call me Carmen Dirty Fingers McGee. No, they don't. No, they don't. And don't you guys dare call me that. I was just playing. I was just playing. So yes, we're gonna get some of this stuff going on over here. Gonna get this green on here, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see where this is gonna go, because we're almost done. And I love the way I would literally leave it like that. I think that that on its own will probably be good enough right there. But there's nothing like excess, right? There's nothing like excess. Hence the reason why most of us hoard a lot of supplies, because there's nothing like excess. And I am guilty of that as well. Although I think that I hoard more the scraps that I have left over than the actual supplies. I think that's my biggest detriment, is that I hoard the leftovers. Yes, karma equals extra. Yes. Yes, I hoard all of my leftovers. I don't know why I do that, but I do that a lot. And I end up like I end up having to waste money to find places to put the scraps. Like, isn't that crazy? So you, instead of buying new supplies, you end up investing in the storage to store the old stuff that's already been used. It's like, what? What the heck? Gotta run to Michael's. I got a 20% off. I could buy a cabinet today. Like, what? And what are you gonna do with that cabinet? I got a whole bunch of little pieces that I gotta put somewhere. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so I got a little bit of green on there. I think I'm gonna do a little something different with them now. Let me get my finger wet just to play with this a little bit. I'm gonna see what else I can add in here as far as color, because those are okay. But let's see, let's see. Try to see. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. So let's see. I'm gonna get a little bit creative right now. I'm gonna grab myself a piece of plastic. Now I don't know if this is gonna work or not, and I don't even know how it's gonna look. So I've never done this before. But we're gonna figure it out now. We're gonna try. So this is like a mixture of acrylic paint. Is a mixture of like yellow acrylic paint. It's got iridescence in there. It's got a whole bunch of different things. Hi, Jackie. I'm just gonna like put a little bit in here on this mat. This piece of plastic is not even a mat. And I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna do it, you guys. I'm gonna dip it. And let's see. I'm gonna dip it, dip it, dip it, dip it. Just to see what happens. Oops. Where's my rag? Here it is. I know Tanya must be like, no! What are you doing? Tanya gets stressed out every time that I get a little bit creative. Because I start doing stuff that's like, what the heck? She went totally left with that one. Just want a little bit of yellows in here. A little bit of yellows in here. So I'm gonna do this once more. Instead of putting it directly in there, I have more control if I just dip it with my finger. We'll see. We'll see what kind of happens here. We'll see. We'll see. Dry it up a little bit. All right. Let's get that out of the way. Onion. Put that right there. So it's got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of iridescence to it. And I don't know, but I'm not 100% satisfied. Yes, I know, I know. I think I do it more to shock the hell out of you than anything else. So let's see. Let's see how it looks. Let's see. So I'm gonna add my little piece of lace trim right here. I'm gonna add my little piece of lace trim right here. Which way does this thing go? This way? gonna leave that there. I don't like torturing you, girl. I just want you to believe that anything is possible. That's all. Just want you to believe any. I think I did the wrong one. It's just these two I'm gonna add in here, right? Did I do the wrong side? Let's see. Is it like this? Yes. It's like that. I think it was like that, right? I think I'm gonna clip this little piece of it off. Put that there like that. Put that there, right? Hold up. This little guy right here is driving me insane. All right, so let's see. Okay, I think I like that better, right? Yeah, I think I like those two better. So I'm gonna add these two. I think that looks nice. Lemony green. Lemony green. I think that'll look all right. So no worries, no worries. So let's go ahead and start going with this baby down. And let's start like so. Stay down. Start that one. And so this one. Something happened here. This wasn't like that. This wasn't like that. This was like that. It's okay. It's okay, Carmen. It's okay. Yes. Glue this one down. Oh my God. You're crazy as all heck. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let's get our gears, right? That's what we was gonna do with this here. And the gears, I think I'm gonna paint the gears in pink just to bring it all together like I did the other. What the heck? Where are my gears? So I'm gonna just add a little bit of this pink to the gears just to kind of bring it all together, I guess. Just to bring it all kind of together. Could have just left the gears as they were. The colors I think that they were was pretty good. So where are the rest of my gears? I'm gonna leave the clock face as it is, though. I'm not painting the clock face. Here, found the other one. I'm missing a little one. Oh, it's right here. So you guys, we're almost done with this. I can't believe it. Time really does fly when you're having fun. Stop playing with me, Tanya. The yellow leaves stand. I'm just gonna darken it up. I'll brush it in. I'll add some low lights and highlights here and there. Let's see. Just gonna go like so, like so, like that. I gotta clip this thing off. Let's see. Let me get one of my tools. I can clip this thing. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. What I'm gonna do with the green, I'm gonna get the other green out. The stronger. This is turquoise. This is not green. Where's emerald? Where's my emerald green? Elegant emerald. Here it is. I'll go into with some of the elegant emerald to darken it up a little bit here and there. I'll spray it with some water. But right now I'm almost out of the green because green is my favorite color. So let's see. So I'm gonna do this right here. So I think that this is what I'm gonna do. And just do this. Do this right here. So this right here. So this right here. Let's see. Yes, they're pretty awesome. They're actually buttons. Underneath that. This one I'm leaving as it is. Just because it brings the brown back out into it. So leave that as it is. And while this is doing that, I'll go ahead and add more of this green here. This is a darker green. They're all going to come out at you like a spider monkey because they jacked up the Mountain Dew. What the heck are you talking about now? I'm not leaving a yellow. I read the second part of the I read the second part of the comment. I was like, what the heck? This girl's talking about Mountain Dew. What? Mountain Dew? What the heck? Where's my piece of paper? Thank God I didn't glue these babies down. Because I can pretty much play with them now. Just a little bit. Where's the other green? But I have to add a little bit of this green now to the other stuff. You can still see the yellow, but it's not as bad. It's not as bright and pungent, I guess. I'm gonna add some flowers in here now, just to sugar. I forgot that I glued that one down. Oh well, I'll just have to be careful. Who's Skyline? Yes. Yes, I think that that's what I'll do, Night Fear. That should bring it all together. Thank you, Isabel. You see, Tanya, people like it. People like it. I must sound so crazy on the playbacks. Oh, geez. It's like walking into a person who's talking by themselves. Oh, la beba de Tanya. Oh, okay. Hi, sweetie. So glad that you liked it. That you like it. You like the fairy house. You threw so many different things at me with the Mountain Dew and all that other stuff. I thought you was talking about another beverage. I'm sorry. Yes, the green definitely helps it out. The green definitely helps it out. The yellow looks all right, but I guess you have to be up close and personal with it to really appreciate the values of the yellow. We're almost done. I just have to add the word inspire, and I'm going to be doing inspiring green because green equals growth, you know, evolution, evolving, and inspiration is growth because from inspiration we create, and in our creations and in every creation we grow and we evolve because we learn something new from every single thing. I am going to add some flowers on here before I forget. I'm not going to add too many, but I do want to add a few right along this area here somewhere. Maybe like down here between these vines. This is one very versatile little paste, let me tell you guys. This wax right here, this is one versatile little wax. Izzy Skyland says she loves it. Aw, that's so cute. It's super adorable. I love kids. I love, love, love kids. And kids love me too. Their mamas get mad, but it's okay. You know you're doing something right when you're babysitting a kid and he tells you, I don't want to go home. I want to stay here. All right, so this is pretty much good to go. You can still see some of the yellow. The yellow still does kind of show through. I don't know if it picks it up or anything, but it's a little bit more subtle now. It looks more natural, I think, kind of like how it's supposed to look. I don't want to overwhelm this too much, but I'm going to go ahead and do the green, inspire in green. Yeah, now when I use the Legos, you remember that? Yeah, now when I use their Legos, no. But, you know, I could always replace them if I had to. It's been a while since I babysat, so I don't think they're gonna miss it much. And now when they come to visit, I just put a movie here. You're grown. Watch a movie. Put the TV on. They still love it. All right, so we're gonna do this, and I think this looks absolutely gorge. Gorge, gorge, gorge. Even if I do say so myself. I think whoever ends up winning this is definitely going to like it. And hopefully they'll be able to hang it and display it somewhere nicely. So many of you guys have so much of my work. I think a lot of you people have more work of mine than I have, what I've saved. So I usually just give it. I think that looks really pretty. I think that looks really pretty. Let me look for some flowers that I can add in here, and we're about done. I'm gonna let that kind of dry out a little bit. I might add a little bit more to that, maybe of the lime color, just to make it not so solid green. I don't know how I feel about the solid green, but and the little birdie too. What color am I gonna do the birdie? I gotta do the birdie like a pink, right? To make it all kind of match and go together. But I don't think I want that pink. What kind of pink do I got? Oh, thank you. Oh, you don't, Jackie? That's crazy. That blows my mind right there, because like almost everybody has something that I've made. Let's see, let's see. Oh, and I gotta add the door hinges. Let me add the door hinges. I think between giveaways and just me sending Happy Mail to people and like Happy Mail exchanges, I've given out so many things that I've made. But see, I'm like, how can I explain it? I'm the kind of person that I like to give out the stuff that I make, as opposed to other things. It's like I take so much time and so much thought to like create the stuff that I do make, that sometimes I feel like it'll be appreciated more than like just some random thing, you know, that you might have had for a while or not used for a while. I mean, I know that those are good too, but I personally just like to, you know, give people stuff. Give people stuff that I made. I have a little key here. I think I want to hang it somewhere. Let's see if I do that. I'm not sure yet. Um, we're about, we're about done. I gotta see. I gotta see what colors I'm gonna use. Some of these pink ones, definitely. Definitely some of those pink ones. I don't know about the white, but definitely the pink. Yeah, I think so. Dang, Tanya. You racking up, girl. Tanya is racking up. But you've been a part of my channel for like the longest time. Oh, yes. Definitely. The blue sounds like a good idea, Knife here. Let's try some of that blue. Some of that blue and maybe some of that champagne. Gotta wet it. Gotta wet it, you guys. I'm gonna try to be methodical with how I put this. Let's see if that works out. Oh, a lap book. Okay. I should be starting another one of those Lapbook series soon, creating different pieces and different stuff, you know, showing you guys different ways. It's just that every book that I make is so different. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't have any two Lapbooks that are the same or that end up the same. Once I start gluing that paper down, everything just looks, you know, everything just takes a turn. Once I start gluing paper down, it just, everything just like goes off on its own. Oh, thank you, Davida. She said, please believe me. Tony, you too much. You too much, girl. What I'm gonna do with you, huh? What am I gonna do with you? Oh, she's becoming a giant? Oh no. Being a giant is not a bad thing. You get to reach stuff that little people can't reach like me. I'm vertically challenged. And hubby has to always be finding everything for me. He has to get everything off the shelves because I just can't reach. I just can't reach. I just can't reach, you know? If it wasn't for him, I would have everything literally like layered all across my floor because that's as high as I can go. Is I can bend down and pick it up, but I can't go up and get it. Nope, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Ooh, ooh, my phone scared the bejesus out of me. Somebody's going live and it's notifying me. Lord, Lord. Not right now. I'm busy. I'm busy right now. Let's see. Let me add a little bit more of that blue in there. Just a little bit more. I think I lost a little bit of it. All right, Tanya, you got your three colors. You got your champagne, you got your blue, and your pink, girl. Wow. Well, that's good. She's got good genes. She's got good genes. That's a good thing. Bless you, baby. Um, yeah, she's gonna be tall. All right, so let's go ahead and add some roses here and there. And then we're gonna glue our word inspire. And then we'll be about to call it an evening, you guys. And as always, it's been amazing. And then just make sure you check me out tomorrow. If you haven't hit that little notification bell, then please do, because tomorrow I am going to announce who the winners are. And yes, if your name gets pulled out of one and you were a part of both, then you can't win twice. You can only win once, and you can only win every other week. So if you win a week, you got to skip a week. But I do hope that you will come back and and be a part of the fun, even if it's not your week to win. Okay, mija, mija, we're gonna leave it like this. You 4'11"? Oh my goodness. I'm 5'4", almost 5'5". So I'm not the tallest thing. I'm not the shortest thing either, but I'm not the tallest thing. I wish I was a little bit taller. Aw, Davida. No worries, darling. You'll still be entered in. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm just randomly adding flowers here and there. I don't even know. Let me go ahead and add this word in just in case I want to do something to it. Just gonna do it right along the tops of the letters with the limey color, just so that it kind of stands out a little bit. Just so that it kind of stands out a little bit. This is one of those kind of green thumb gardening type of canvas, I think. At least that's what it feels like to me. I want to be able to prop this up. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that. Thank you, Isabel. I'm going to try to. Let's see. I gotta stand up for this so it'll come out crooked. Think around here. I think this is too stark white for that. I don't know if that's a good balance right there. No, I don't like it. Oh, to the flowers. Oh, I thought you was talking about me dry gessoing the background. I was like, I'm not gonna go through all that. Yeah, but on the flowers, we can definitely do that. I don't think I'm gonna add many more flowers though. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna more or less leave it like that. So I'll do a little bit of dry brushing on here, but I think for the most part, I'm gonna leave it like kind of like that. All right, Nada. Let me get myself a dry brush and get myself some gesso. I got myself an all little beat up brush. Don't do much to change the flowers up. Kind of leaves them kind of like how they are. It's hard to tell, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me see what else I have in here. Do I have anything else that I can kind of... It's too orangey. Trying to see. I'm trying to see. Trying to see where else I can get these to kind of go. Maybe I can create like a little cascading effect. With all the metallic it's got going on, you want me to add glitter too? Y mira la otra, yes, yes, yes. All right, so I think I like that with the flowers kind of offsetting to each other. So let me go ahead and add that in there. And then I'll do some more of the dry brush in here. Quédate ahí, mija, quédate ahí. Stay right there. Stay right there. We're gonna offset you just a little bit, like if you're kind of cascading down. Cascading down. So I was like, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the flowers going down. Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna bring it all the way down. I'm gonna add no leaves to it either. I think I'm gonna add maybe one more, two more up there. Let's see. I don't want to cover the gear, so I'm gonna put it right under where the gear is. All right, so I think that'll work. And I'm gonna dry brush again, a little bit of the gesso on top. And then I'm gonna see if I find a little bit of glitter, but other than that, I think we are pretty much done. We are pretty much finito. And let's see. I'm gonna add a little bit of this Nouveau stuff along the top. Just to give it a little something, something. And I got some glitter. I'm gonna see if I can find it easy because I have all my stuff mixed up. So I'm gonna see if I can find the glitter easy. If I can find it easy, I'll add some. If not, glitter will have to wait. And so I could do it later on. The bird. That's right, the bird. The bird. Okay. With the bird, I wanted to do something. What was it that I wanted to do? Well, I wanted a mountain. Where is he? Okay. I gotta get a little bit of a foam square here. Let's see. You almost can't see it. Yeah, but it needs the bird. It needs the bird to be complete. See? It needs the bird to be complete. Plus, I already worked on it, so it's going in. And in goes the birdie. Because you didn't have me do the pink, the gold, and the champagne for me to put it to the side. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so we got this going. Let me see if I can find some glitter. Other than that, we're all done, you guys. I'm gonna shut my glue gun off. I added a little bit of stickles, not too much. You know, I'm a little stingy right now with the, not the stickles, with this Nouveau drop stuff. I'm a little stingy right now. Don't, you know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Where do I have my glitter at? That is the question of the day, the year, of the life. So, I don't know where I put it. I really don't know. So let's see if I find it. How can you be so lucky? Honestly, how can I like look under the desk and it be like right there? How does that even happen? How does that even happen? So I got here some of this glitter. This is like a very fine glitter. Ugh. And I don't even know. The gods must be in your favor. Because that never happens. So I'm just gonna kind of like dry brush. Not so much dry brush, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue. A few different little places here and there. If my glue will work for me. Anytime you need something to work, that's exactly when it decides to give up on you. Let me use one of these little flower things. Yes, good luck, everyone, because you all deserve it. You all deserve it. You all, one way or the other, inspired me, helped me build it, contributed to its process. So you all definitely do deserve it. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. I don't want to overdo it too much. I'll have a lot of glue to kind of filter out afterwards. Yes, thumbs up for Carmen. Please, please, please. All right, so let's see. Let's see how we're doing it. Let's see how we're doing it. I think that's pretty good. Let's add a little bit on the birdie. Because we might as well. We already got him out here. And the flowers. I don't want to add the flowers, but yeah, I don't think I want to add anything else. I think that'll be good enough. I'll let the flowers trickle off some of the glitter. but I'm not gonna go crazy doing that there. So let's see here. Let's get a piece of paper and let's shake off this excess. And voila. I think that came out super amazing. Look how 3D that door looks. It looks like a real wooden door. Like, I'm bugging out right now, honestly. Wow. The heart glimmers, the words glimmer. We have a little bit of glitter down here trickling off of the flowers. Everything around here is magical. And I hope that I will see you guys tomorrow for the live drawing. And if not, then be sure to check out that video to see if you won. You guys, I want to say thank you so much. I can't believe it. I no matter what I do, I can't last long as a short amount of time. I'm always here for like 2 hours to 3 hours. It's been an awesome, awesome time spending with you all. As always, thank you for being a part of it. I love it. I hope you guys love it. And I'm super excited to find out who's going to win it tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Who would have known this was going to come out like this? Not me, not I. So you guys, thank you all so much. I'm going to post some pictures of this on my Instagram if you want to check it out. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Whoop, whoop. I'll see you all tomorrow for the drawing. Have a good night. Blessed week. Bye.